of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Quick handoff. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Watkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Cole. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's McLeod. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a crease. It's Cole. Turning it on. Touchdown, LSU. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll run the sneak for it. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Open space at the 25. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I like the run there. The offense doesn't have to press. They've got some time still left before the half. And more importantly, they've got to cut into this lead. They're down a couple of scores. This would be enormous. The locker room will feel so different if they can punch this in for a touchdown before the half.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. The give on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Motion from the wideout. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. State sends the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. There he goes. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got a man. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Quarterback making checks. Gonna sling it on second down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got his man, makes the grab. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Rushes on him. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they'll get him down inside the 5, and this offense powering toward a score. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lets it go to the end zone. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cole. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
Made some room. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It's a reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Wants to fire on second down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the right. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Lost, the defense is wide open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to pull his way in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Go straight ahead. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
A lot of times, you know, on 3rd down in the red zone, you know exactly what you're going to do the next play. You got to the 1. Now it's 4th down. This situation is what you wanted. Go after it. Go for it.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. They come to the line of scrimmage full of guts, passing on the field goal attempt that would give them the lead and going for the touchdown on 4th down. He's looking to pass. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Leaves it with the running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Throwing on the run. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat. And you
oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They'll go right back to the run. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the run, now to throw. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They go to the ground. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. As heartbreaking as for this guy to give up the football there, an exhilarating moment, a big-time play for this defense.
We talk about plays that just change momentum, and you're feeling that tidal wave and that shift right now after that play. What an outstanding individual effort by that defender to come away with the fumble recovery, and now let's find out what his offense can do.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Cole. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Power football with the run. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Breaks the ground. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Florida State is just getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Tallahassee. There are children there, folks. They should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 25 to Texas A&M. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Cole. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting it to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? That's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They jump on top here in OT. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop at... short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
From the gun on 3rd down.
This place is absolutely bananas. You talk about a crowd taking over a game, just making it so hard for the offense to communicate. You could tell there was a little bit of disarray. They were not on the same page.